Who Killed Sara? Story narrated by Sara Juliana Soriano Hurtado and Andrés Felipe Ortega Huertas.
August 25, 1890. Everything begins after a long day for the adventurer Sherlock Holmes and his confidant John H. Watson. They are in the Boys' Hall of Belgravia, the most important restaurant in the city, ready to dine and have a few glasses of wine with half copper. She was a young woman, looks about 26 years old, passionate about the city of Chichen Itza, short black hair, tall, slim, and with a slender figure. After a while, Charlotte and John are so taken that Ava takes them to their house. After they enter it, they immediately fall asleep in the living room, and at that moment they both go into a deep sleep. It is heard that they would throughout an strange but exciting adventure.
It all began in the city of Chichen Itza in Mexico, where they are put on a mission by anonymous who give the two clues so that they can solve an strange mystery. The clues that it gives they are a following. The first clue is a top on the pyramid which is a coffin that has their olive and information that this will be the gift that will help the solving this enigma. The second clause in the silhouette of a woman who is cooking and hair in an oven. She also tells them that to solve this mystery they will have to pass several tests.
After giving the detective Sherlock and John the clues, the anonymous disappears, leaving Red unknown should await he with those he gives us the clues. What sense do they have? What does the coffin have to do with it? Who was inside that coffin? They start walking towards a pyramid but are stopped by a group of policemen who are working on a murder case and ask for their help, since they knew that Sherlock and John were the detectives of Graham Long. It should be noted that the policemen gave them all the evidence they had on the case, but that being the case, they were not afraid and were discouraged, so they had to start over from scratch.
Sherlock went directly to the pyramid to analyze the crime scene where he found in the coffin a piece of cherry were inside Sara and a phone number which is 5544240341 and a photo and a gold ring, and John went to tell witnesses in the case where he met an old woman who told him that a man had disappeared 2 years ago and had informed of him. After Sherlock and John met again, they exchanged evidence and realized that the people in the future are the same person. He is a man who is a stranger and his name was Sara. 2 hours later, John received a call where Sarah's partner had taken their old leave and left a letter explaining why he had killed. When he realized that he was a stranger man and he longed to have a thrill with Sarah, but it was impossible.
After this, Sherlock and John woke up. Both were a little scared and wondered why this dream. They tell each other what they dreamed, and Anthony said they realized that it was their sign. As they were in our house, they went for a when they came back through one of the rooms. They heard so many cry and thought to herself. They realized that it was Ava and that she was crying because the was a trans woman and the people around her rejected her. She spoke alone and said that she wanted to end his life so that they do not have to endure more suffering.
Her children remembered the paper they signed in the dream with the messenger. Sara and a phone number which is 5544240341 and a fortune. They decide to call this number from our phone and the woman and words they aggressively thinking that it was Ava and she tell them that when she is going to leave this world. One they did not know was that the woman being the phone was Ava's mother when abandoned her and had her singing. She was very leery for waiting to say someone else's word, one to the regime of the society. The end.